Okay, I'm wearing a different shirt. Happy? Now this item goes by different names. Most places I worked at, it's called a 2-minute rule or a 2-minute drill. But I've recently discovered that some places call this a take two. But each of these items are relatively similar to the next. The only thing that has changed is the name. Now a 2-minute drill or a take two requires the workers to simply take time before starting the job in order to make aware of the immediate work environments. This allows them to make sure that they are in the right area, the area is safe, and the condition of the work location is aligned to what they had been briefed upon. It also helps to identify if there are nearby work groups. Will their job interfere with the job that we are doing? And will our job interfere with the job that they're doing? Or will our job pose a risk to the other? We use this tool at the beginning of each task. Some of the questions we can ask ourselves during these times are, what hazards are in the area? How could I get hurt? Do we have the proper PPE and safety barriers installed? Do we have the proper tools and equipment? Are the proper operational barriers, clearance and tagging in place? Do we have the proper work permits? Are we working on the correct unit or on the right component? What else could go wrong? Do we need to change or have we changed our plan? Once we receive a pre-job brief, we need to go to the field. We need to make sure that the condition of the work location is matching to the information that we received during the pre-job brief. If we're supposed to be working on a motor, but we get to the work area and we see that a nearby component is leaking, we stop the job and we inform our supervisors. Now that leaking component may not have any effect to the work that we're going to be performing, but we can't assume that. That is when people get injured due to events that occur because we simply assumed that something didn't apply to what we were doing. Something simple could become a bigger issue, so don't ever assume that something is not going to affect the job that you have been sent to perform. Make sure you ask the question and have your assumption verified before beginning. This will honestly take maybe an extra 5, 10, 20 minutes extra. But regardless of how much time it adds to you waiting to have your assumption verified, that could hold up a lot more issues from occurring if you were to continue working and you got injured or you messed up a component somehow or whatever equipment that you're supposed to be working on. Taking a few minutes at the beginning could save a lot of time in the end if something was to go wrong. Now this 2-minute drill is said to be 2 minutes, but are you limited to just 2 minutes? No, you are allowed as much time as you reasonably need. Notice that I said reasonably. Now this can take 2 minutes. It could take 5 minutes. Hell, it could take 10 minutes if you realistically needed to, but you take the amount of time you need to fully answer the questions we talked about a few minutes ago. Do it once, do it right. And doing this, you would have essentially started the job on the right foot, which in itself would significantly reduce the likelihood of an event or an injury.